This KTV sports broadcast of Mankato East versus Mankato West hockey is sponsored by Bethany Lutheran College's BLC Studios. KTV is your home for community interest programming. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/accessktv.
Good evening from Verizon Center in downtown Mankato. This is East and West Hockey here on KTV Sports. I'm Brandon Lewis, Chris Vinden alongside me tonight. So great to have you tuned in for a girls and boys doubleheader here on KTV Sports. It's a real interesting matchup here tonight between the Scarlets and the Cougars on the ice at the Verizon Center. In his first year, Chris, it is Sean Reddy. His first year at the helm for the Scarlets. He has a squad at 5-14-1. And Chris, this is a team that's really trying to find their form early on in the season here.
Right, and they've got a really young team, and Sean in his first year I think has done a great job putting things together, and I think if they come out, they work hard, you never know what can happen.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here tonight. We're going to step aside for the national anthem real quick, starting lineups, and then we will get ready and set to go for this Cougar and Scarlet matchup here on KTV Sports.
Contest. We really appreciate your attendance. As we welcome the Mankato West Scarlets to Mankato East, our team would like to ask each of you to be positive role models. All the players, coaches, and officials will be giving their best during tonight's game, and we hope that you'll remember to do the same when it comes to providing good sportsmanship and school pride. Thanks again for coming tonight. We hope you enjoy the game. In a few minutes, we will have the starting lineups for each team, but first, your national anthem. Please rise and remember the standards of respect during the playing of the anthem, including removing your headgear and turning your attention to the flag, which is located at the north end of the ring. At this time, please welcome the Mankato East Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Craig Kopetsky and sing along as they lead us in the playing of the national anthem. Introducing the starting lineups for the Scarlets this evening.
Welcome back in. Our national anthem just wrapping up there as the Cougars and Scarlets getting ready to play from the Verizon Center here tonight in downtown Mankato. Chris Vinden alongside me tonight. Let's get to tonight's starting lineups for both of these squads. For the Mankato West Scarlets, at left wing, number 11, Lindsay Hayes, a sophomore left winger, 10 goals on the season. At center, number 7, it will be Courtney Blumke, a junior, 20 goals on the season. 4 have come through the way of the power play. At right wing, number 5, Sunshine Langworthy, 10 goals on the season for head coach Sean Reddy. Defensively, it'll be number 9, Sydney Morales, and number 14, McKenna Crush, a sophomore defenseman. 5 goals on the season for her. Meanwhile, for Mankato East, the Cougars look like this. At left wing, number 8, Gina Stoner, a senior. on the season. 7 goals for her. At center, number 11, Allie Schreiber. We'll keep an eye on her tonight, the senior, with 18 goals, 13 assists, heading into this matchup tonight against the foe Scarlets. And at right wing, number 2, it'll be Madison Davis. 7 goals, 9 assists for the young sophomore, number 2, Davis. At defense, for head coach Nathan Fuller and the Cougars, it'll be number 7, Hannah Helms, a junior, with 2 goals, 3 assists defensively there for the Cougars. And at the other defense, number 15, Bree Adams, a sophomore, with 1 goal and 5 assists on the season. The goalies tonight's goaltenders, it'll be number 1, Andrea Schreiber, a sophomore goal netminder, 4-4-1 record, 2 shutouts on the season for the Cougars. Meanwhile, behind goal for the Scarlets, it'll be number 30, an 8th grader. That's right, not a misprint in your guides as you sit down tonight. An 8th grader, Sarah Olson, 5-13-1 record and 87% save percentage on the season. That's number 30, Sarah Olson. So those are the starting lineups for the Scarlets and the Cougars as we get ready and set to go here tonight. Bring in my sidekick here tonight, Chris Vinden. I tell you what, Chris, this is really a unique scene. Both these teams matched up, but it was at All Seasons Arena last year. It was a 1-1 tie back in December 1st last year, and then January 7th of 2016, a 2-1 loss for the Scarlets to the Mankato East Cougars. So very close games last year, but you kind of pump things up being in the Verizon Center here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. This is just a great venue for both the players and the coaches, as well as the parents and all the fans here too as well. There's just something about playing in a big venue. It's always nice playing at All Seasons Arena, but when you can get out downtown here and have a good crowd, it's nothing but fun.
Mankato East, the Cougars 10-6-1. They're 7-4 in Big 9 in Class 1A. Meanwhile, for the Scarlets, 5-14-1, 0-8-1 in Big 9 play in Class 1A. We are ready to go and drop the puck, and the black tops and bottoms are the Cougar, the Scarlets in their red tops and bottoms. And the Scarlets will win the face-off at center ice as the Cougars will go back into their own end of things and control the puck and take over. And you see one of the defense in Bree Adams, number 15, the sophomore, goal and 5 assists on the season. Control the puck, get it over into the Scarlet territory. We'll play it on the back, the half wall, and along the goal line. Cougars will try to get it to the near side circle. Shot on goal there, stopped by Sarah Olson early on. She'll be tested early and often in this one, Sean. Last year she was a 7th grader, and here you go. An early test and a goal for the Cougars. 1-0. What'd you see right there?
Yeah, it's going to be one of those nights where Mankato West is definitely going to have to take away their time and space. And in that play, there was not much taken away of the time and space. They had a lot of time to move the puck around. They found somebody right in front, number 8. Looks like Rachel Edwards put the puck in the back of the net, but she was uncontested.
A nice job to kind of work that puck around. And, yeah, Gina Stoner finished it off. Her 8th goal of the season. And, boy, that was really quick, just underway here.
Yeah, Gina Stoner, rather. Sorry, I was looking number 8, Scarlets.
No problem at all, as we will have, I believe, offsides here, and we'll have a face-off in neutral ice. Now with the puck, it's won by the Cougars.
For your Cougars at 38 seconds into the first period. Goal scored by number 8, Gina Stoner, assisted by number 11, Allie Schreiber, and number 15.
So Stoner Schreiber help connect up there as a stop this time from Sarah Olson. And just 38 seconds into it, we're just getting ready to set things up to talk about what a night that Sarah Olson could potentially have to face here. And we'll see a face-off in the near side circle here quickly as officials allow a change-up of the lines here for both the Cougars and the Scarlets. But that's one thing for an 8th grader. They're going to be tested early and often here because the Scarlets are really only a team that play about 9 people out there. A shot and a kick save on the right leg by Olson. Nice play right there as the Scarlets try to get it back down to the other end as Cougars have really dominated the first minute and a half here of play.
Yeah, they really have. They've gotten the puck deep, and they're working the offensive forecheck and really moving the puck around well right now.
And a nice opportunity right there defensively. They play it out right in the crease. Lindsey Hayes, he'll play it up all the way, gets into the left circle, takes a shot a little high, and nothing really to contend there for Andrea Schreiber, the keeper tonight for the Cougars. The sophomore netminder, she has just about an 89% save percentage on the season, as both squads will change out the lines here. Play behind the goal line on the back line. Scarlets will try to work it out to the blue line. Cougars keep it in to the scoring side of things across the blue line, but the Scarlets will get it just back over and they'll control it. And neutral ice, it's turned over back to the Cougars. Anna Helms picks it up, dumps it into the zone. Two teams just kind of feeling each other out here, Chris, it seems like early on.
Yep, absolutely. And I think the Scarlets have to get the feet moving a little bit here and start playing at the other end if they can get some rushes out of the zone here.
In the crease, the Cougars do play it over to the far side wall to try to work it in behind the goal. And they try to wrap it around, just trying to punch that thing in was Steenberg. Could not get it. Scarlets will clear it out of the zone. Back the other way. Cougars will chase on. That'll be icing. We'll come back down to the other end. Stoner with 38 seconds into the game. Boy, she strikes here for an early one and just kind of found that opposite side. It looked like Olsen maybe got screened out of that a little bit by her own player.
Yep, it did a little bit right there at the tail end. She got screened, but they've got to definitely pick up bodies in front of the net.
We pick it up out of this face-off. Cougars keep it in the zone, but the Scarlets able to push it just out. A turnover at mid-ice again. The Scarlets and the Cougars play back and forth with it. Now a steal at center ice. Hannah Helms will take it the other way. It's past the goal line, and on the half wall, it's turned over. Cougars back with it. I tell you what, their defensive presence early on has been pretty good. Here's a charge from Gina Stoner. Already a goal here tonight.
Yeah, they really, both teams are going to try and take each other's time and space away. And when you look at the top players, and Blumke for Mankato West and Schreiber for Mankato East, those are the two that you really need to focus on taking their time and space away. As soon as they get the puck, you got to be in their face.
Yeah, so Stoner on a charge right there, but Olsen with a nice save. And a face-off on the near wall. Little scrum for it, played out towards the point, and ripped off the shot. It was no good by the Cougars. And it looked like it was Hannah Helms again who ripped that one off from the points. Olsen was kind of scrambling around for that one. Able to keep it in front, but boy, there was two defenders right there quickly, and then finally she was able to kind of lay over it.
Yep.
Out of the face-off here, the Scarlets down one goal early on here against Stoner, scored with 38 seconds into the first period. Scarlets will take it over, get it across the blue line, play back in by the Cougars. They'll change out of line here as the Scarlets will go back and track it down. This is, we talked about it a little bit in the pregame. Scarlets, a very young squad as they try to find their footing here. And Sean Reddy in his first season, and the Cougars, obviously, they're trying to find a little bit of their form as well. It seems that they have, and they're 10-6-1 on the season. The Cougars are, and the Scarlets, as you mentioned, really trying to be building for the next couple of years.
Yeah, absolutely. It's something that they're a young team, and they just got to continue to work hard at this stage in their careers, and hopefully minimize some of the mistakes that are made by young players. And you never know what can happen if that happens.
Well, they get it in the zone here against the Cougars for a prolonged period. Oh, nice turnaround! Count it! It's a goal for the Scarlets. They answer right back. Wrapping around the goal, Lindsey Hayes, the sophomore left winger, 11th goal of the season, and the Scarlets tied up with the Cougars. Boy, just snuck it right there.
Yeah, that all started with number 5, Sunshine Langworthy, getting in on the forecheck right away and took the defenseman and got the puck free for her, and Lindsay Hayes comes, picks it up, and stuffs it right around.
Boy, that was a nice goal to just wrap that thing right around. 1-1, we're tied up here in the first period. As the Cougars win the faceoff after the goal scored. And it looks like we're going to have our first penalty of the night.
Yep, and that's one thing that the Scarlets are going to definitely have to do is stay out of the box.
So Langworthy will head to the box for 2 minutes, slashing the call. So it'll be the first power play of the matchup for the Cougars. Power play percentage on the season at 20.5 for the Cougars. And a pretty nice job on the power play so far this year. They rip off a shot. They'd have had 9 power play goals so far this year. Scarlets trying to clear it out of the zone, but the Cougars keep it back in there. On the near wall, Gina Stoner plays towards the high points. Trying to take a shot, and there was Anna Helms. Nice block by the Scarlets again. Back towards the half wall. Helms tracks it back down again. Take behind the goal. Just trying to get their offensive set up here.
Yeah, looks like they're doing a really nice job just keeping them on the outside.
Yeah, nice one-timer right there, ripped off by Bree Adams, but a nice save by the keeper in Olsen. Just under a minute to go on the power play here for the Cougars. Leading 1, and now they lead 2-1. Cougars with a power play goal, their 10th power play goal of the season.
Yeah, nice play there, setting up behind the net, and then looking for somebody that's wide open. And it looks like Maddie Davis put that one home for the Cougars, and she was left open a little bit there in front. But that's sometimes what happens when you're down 5-4. There's going to be somebody open.
Yeah, Madison Davis just ripped that one off. Got it at Gina Stoner, kind of set it up perfectly, and Davis just finished it off right there to give the Cougars 2-1 power play goal.
That's an own goal at 6:38 of the first period. It was scored by number 2, Madison Davis, assisted by number 8, Gina Stoner.
Yeah, so Stoner already an assist and a goal here tonight. Having a good start to this one. 11 assists, 8 goals on the season coming into this one. Played off the back wall. Cougars will get it up to neutralize. Turnover back to the Scarlets. Steenberg was upended there for a moment. Scarlets go back into their own zone to track it down. Steenberg around the wall again. Rachel Troutman tracks it down. And back to the near side corner again. Cougars keep it in the zone just nearly, and that's Stoner charging in. She just came in off of a line change.
Scarlets are getting a little bit outworked right now at this point.
Yeah, they've been really a Cougar matchup on the left side of your viewing here early on tonight. They've really done what they want as the smooth skating Allie Schreiber skates in from the near side, fires it around. She'll go track it back down on the other side. Bree Adams as well getting in there. Scarlets, a little backhanded shot quickly by Bree Adams. And out of the zone. They say it was touched, so it won't be icing. Going back to track it down, Hannah Helms will set things up. A line change again for the Cougars. Courtney Blumke will play it off the near side wall. Around the wall it will roll. And the Cougars will win it back. Now one back by the Scarlets. Lindsay Hayes to the near wall. Tries towards mid-ice, but it will go awry. And around the wall, the Cougars will have it. Couple early on goals here. 2-1 the score. Cougars leading by the way of a power play goal off the stick of Madison Davis. Scarlets tracking it back down to their own goal line. See a little bit more of a height advantage for the Cougars here tonight as well. It seems like they definitely have some ladies with some big size. Allie Schreiber, she's hard to miss when she gets out there as well.
Absolutely.
Ripped off shot from the left wing. Goes to the wide right of the keeper and Sarah Olsen for the Scarlets. And the Scarlets try to get out of their own zone. Bailey Canstrup will keep it in there though. On the goal, Taylor Canstrup. She'll play back towards the crease, and job by the Scarlets to get that puck out of there. And up off the glass, and that'll get it out. Back down to the other end. Icing, it'll come back to the Scarlets' end of the ice.
Yep, right now Mankato East is really moving their feet. They're keeping the pressure on down in the offensive zone, and the Scarlets are having a bit of a tough time breaking the puck out right now.
How do you set that up as a coach? If you know maybe there's a little bit of a size mismatch or what it might be, they're just having more controls. They do try to play it out of here. The Scarlets do try to move it out of the zone.
Yeah, you really just you have to try and take away their time and space. And then once you do get the puck, you got to make sure that you're doing the little things correctly. If the puck is on your tape, you got to catch the pass and you got to make a play once you get the puck.
Nice
and
stuff.
Right now they're kind of throwing the puck around a little bit.
Yeah, they really are. Stoner had a nice rip on there, but Olsen came up with a nice save. Now at neutral ice. Cougars looking like they might be trying for a line change here real quickly. 1-on-3, a rip. Wow, that looked like that went off the pole, the right side pole.
Yeah, good shot by Schreiber there.
She can really rip some of those shots off way up high from the right wing. Ripped off this time by Carissa Shank. It was no good, kind of shanked off the right pole.
No pun intended.
Yes. Cougars lose track of it out of the zone. They'll have to reset. And a little deflection, it will go back, and icing the call. So 2-1 early on here. It's been pretty much all Cougars, but Scarlets were able to find a little bit of luck in the back of the nets. They're right in the mix of this thing after we are inching our way down here in the first period. Anything really sticking out in your mind between these two teams as, you know, maybe something that West can try to take advantage of to try to get back into this one?
Ooh.
Yeah, and another goal right there. Olsen just kind of had to back up on it a little bit, and I could not quite see who that was for the Cougars that got in there, just kept jamming at that puck inside, and it will end up being a goal for Emma Bodner, it looked like.
Yeah, the Scarlets, getting back to your one point, what they can do is they've got to do a much better job in front of their net. All three goals have come right from in front of the net, and they got to make sure that they're taking their bodies in front of the net, getting sticks, and then clearing them out. And if you're in Mankato East, you're going to keep doing what you're doing and finding people in the slot. Keep putting that F3 that they usually have on their forecheck sitting right in the slot and find them.
So 3-1. So it was number 9. Taylor Canstrup was the one who got the goal there for the Cougars. Put them up 3-1 the score now. About 11 minutes gone here in the first period. Scarlets will play it back into the Cougar zone. They'll go track down the puck. I tell you what, this Cougar squad, they really know how to skate as they track it down and quickly move to the other end of the ice. They have, as Olsen will cover it up here quickly, but you know they've got a track record of having some pretty good you know, talents in the pipeline. As we take a look quickly at that last goal, it's really just Olsen kind of had to just snuck it right through the middle there.
Yep, you could just see again Canstrup was left wide open in front. They just got there a little late, and they definitely need to start doing a better job covering in front of the net.
So out of the face-off, Scarlets will have it. They'll play back down to the other end as they play behind the goal line. Taylor Crosh going to jam it away, and the Cougars will tip it out of there. Scarlets keep it in. Shot from way up high. No good. Save. Andrea Schreiber hasn't faced much of a test here tonight, but a wraparound goal by the Scarlets, their lone goal of the night. 3-1 again, the counts. Scarlets kind of caught in the midst of a line change there.
The Scarlets, when they have had some pressure on in their zone, they've done a pretty good job on the forecheck and got a couple opportunities here. If they can continue to get the puck deep, they might have a good chance at getting a few more opportunities when they get that forecheck going.
Icing come back down to the other end of things.
Biggest thing is, though, they need to make sure they get it out of their own zone before they can get down to the other end. But that's a tough thing to do when the East team is a good skating team like they are.
And that ripped right out of the face-off by McKenna Crush. Wide left of the goal. The Scarlets on the back wall. Oh, nice quick shot from the near side circle. That came from Courtney Blumke. A nice little rip right there, but covering it up with a glove hand was Andrea Schreiber. She's looked pretty good besides that one quick, easy wraparound by the Scarlets.
Yep, and as you can see, yeah, the Scarlets continue to do a pretty nice job in the offensive zone.
89% save percentage on the season for Schreiber behind goal. Mid ice, a little scrum for it. Scarlets will try to play it back in. Going back the puck, play it into the zone. Oh boy, almost caught him off guard. Backhand is no good. Boy, Courtney Blumke really took advantage there quickly, but a nice save by Schreiber. And the Cougars will get it out of their own zone.
Yeah, that was a great save by Schreiber.
Boy, that really was. A couple of quick rips there by Blumke, and just off the pad one time and able to keep it out of the goal. Near side circle. Taylor Canstrup with it. Cougars win it back. Heading towards the crease, played out. Right, Sunshine Langworthy, he'll go back down to the other end. Near the 1 minute mark here in this first period, and it's 3-1 Cougars early on. Cougars with a charge on the near side. Schreiber stomping on a dime. Near side, Kerry Sims will battle for it, so the Cougars will keep it in the zone momentarily. Played up off the wall, back into the Cougar side of things. Almost a miscue right there off the skates of Carissa Shank, but the Cougars able to play it around the wall. Scarlets have it, bouncing right up in front of the Cougar bench at mid-ice over the blue line, and the Cougars win it back in neutral ice. Gina Stoner will take it over the blue line. Play it out back behind the wall. She'll change out here.
The Scarlets, when they do get the chances in the defensive zone to get the puck out, have definitely got to do a better job getting that puck out when they have the chances, because that's going to give the Cougars a couple extra chances, which is not what you want when you have a high-scoring team.
And this is a team that does like to score quite a bit. They average about 4 goals a game, do the Cougars. As we near the 15-second mark here in this first period, about 2.7 goals per game for the Scarlets. 3-1 is the count right now as the Scarlets try to get it out for the last 5 seconds. Cougars will play it around the wall, and that will just about do us here for this first period. Looked like the official raised his hand. Looked like we could end with a penalty. Maybe tripping going to be the call as we end this first period of play.
Yep, looks like there's going to be a tripping call there. And again, the Scarlets definitely need to stay out of the box if they want to stay in this game.
So that's how we wrap up period number 1. 3-1 our counts after 1 period of play. Gina Stoner, an early goal, just 38 seconds into the first period. She got it started as the Cougars also pick up a power play goal as well. 3-1 after 1 period of play here on KTV Sports. Cougars 3-1 after 1 period of play. We're getting ready to go with period number 2 inside Verizon Center tonight. I'm Brandon Lewis. Chris Vinden alongside me on this KTV Sports broadcast. Great to have you tuned in. Let's run over a little bit of our summary of our first period of play. When you take a look at the scoreboard, obviously it's 3-1 Cougars. How did we get to that point? Well, the first game, the game got started right off of the bat. 38 seconds in, Gina Stoner ripped one in. A beautiful play to set things up to get the Cougars on the board.
Yep, and they really did take advantage of the open space in front of the net.
And then as you see right here, Lindsay Hayes strikes right back for the Scarlets. We're knotted up at 1-1 apiece. Then back to a power play goal, this time for the Cougars. It'd be Taylor Canstrup putting it in behind the netminder in Olsen. Then our third goal of the game by the Cougars, Madison Davis, with 6:38 to go. Just a nice feed up front, jams it right in there, right under the legs of Sarah Olsen. And 3-1 after 1 period of play. East, 13 shots on goal, 5 shots on goal for West. And there you see a couple of really nice saves in that first half by the keeper and Andrea Schreiber. She did a really nice job. We thought we were kind of talking about that during the intermission.
Yeah, definitely. The goaltending has been really solid, I think, all year for the Cougars, and they have the luxury of having 2 really good goaltenders, and both Haley Stockman and Andrea Schreiber. And you know, if they're on, it's going to be a tough game for the Scarlets.
And then, as we saw our last little highlight there, McKenna Crush. She'll start off the second period in the box, a 2-minute penalty for tripping. And so it'll be a power play early on for Cougars. That's going to be key for the Scarlets to get out of this thing and keep the Cougars from putting another one on the board.
Yep, definitely. They need to stay out of the box, and if they are in the box, they need to make sure to get a momentum back here, kill off this penalty, and then get back to work and start getting pucks deep into the Cougar zone. Because when they have got the puck deep, they've got some opportunities, and then that's what they're going to need to do to get back into this game.
So then the other thing, power play 1-0 on that for the Cougars. So they're going to try to go 2-for-0. So the Scarlets will try to stop that. You take a look at this Cougar squad, and the only one to not score so far in a 3-goal game for themselves. Number 11, Allie Schreiber, the senior, 18 goals, 13 assists coming into that one. And I tell you what, that's one thing we mentioned at halftime here, or excuse me, at the first intermission was, boy, he kind of kept her quiet. That'll be obviously the key to the second and third periods as well.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to need to stay on number 11, Allie Schreiber, and make sure that, you know, she's always accounted for, because once she gets going, it's going to be hard to stop her. And if they can do that, they can give themselves a chance to get themselves right back in the game. But I know Allie's a big competitor, and she's going to want to get that next goal here. So I think the next goal is definitely key for both sides.
As we zoom in here, ready to go for second period play, 17 minutes up on the scoreboard. A nice crowd starting to kind of filter into the Verizon Center, and the face-off were underway. Power play to begin, period number 2. Cougars leading 3-1. A rip from up high on the left wing. It's stopped by the Scarlets. Nice job defensively there early on for Courtney Blumke, number 7, poked out of there. Cougars trying to play it in. Now the near side circle, play it towards the crease, and poked out of there and out of the zone. The Scarlets push the puck, so nice job to clear that down to the other end early with about 30 seconds gone on the power play so far for the Cougars.
Yeah, that was a nice job by the Scarlets, taking away the shooting and passing lanes in their penalty kill there.
A little missed pass at center ice as the Cougars will play it into the zone. They'll change their line. Scarlets will try to hurry up and get it out of the zone. They cannot. Cougars will take a whiff at it, and it's wide right. Olsen just put the glove hand up, but it did not touch anything but the back wall glass. But the Cougars keep it into the zone. Taylor Canstrup already with a goal here tonight. She'll play it in the near side circle, looking towards the crease. It's poked out of there by the Scarlets. Doing a nice job defensively on this power play. Just under a minute to go in the power play for the Cougars. Second one of the night. They were 1-0 on their first one. Olsen catches one as it was a line drive, kind of floated in there from the left wing as it came from the stick of Claire Johnson, the sophomore, with one goal on the season. As Andre Schreiber not seeing much to begin this second period of play as we're just into it here. Whiteouts, looks like by the Cougars fan base for the student section there. Poked around in the crease, sent out of there. Scarlets with 30 more seconds to defend here. Olsen, I don't even know if she saw that shot ripped off, but it was wide left of her. Up towards the blue line. Cougars will play it back in behind the goal line. Chasing it down quickly is Kara Swinson. Swinson will play it to the near side board, and they'll poke it out of the zone, and that will clear it with 10 seconds to go on the power play. Cougars will go back and track it down. It's going to be hard to get anything set up here, and Scarlet's going to be full strength here before the Cougars get it back down to the other end. So a nice power play kill right there.
Yeah, definitely. That's hopefully going to be a momentum changer for the Scarlets here, and we'll see what they can do off of it here.
Canstrup feeds. Boy, that one just snuck in. It's Canstrup it's Steenberg from Canstrup. Canstrup just went around the goal, fed it towards the crease to Steenberg, and Steenberg just barely deflected that one back in.
Maybe even went off of her skate, or a defenseman's skate for West. I believe, yeah, number 6, it was Kira Swenson. I believe it went off of her skate.
Let's see that. Oh, it did. Nice job there, Chris. It did. Just went off. So no assist right there. It's just doing it all alone. Taylor Canstrup, her second goal of the game.
Yeah, you know, that's some things we always tell kids at the youth level. Somehow, some way, get it to the net. You never know what can happen, and that's a surefire way to fire up a team when they just come off a power play where they didn't get much, and now they get a goal out of it right off the power play.
Yeah, 2:15 in the game, 15 seconds out of the power play. And Olsen, unfortunately, by the way of her own teammates, not helped out there. And the Cougars up 4-1. They try to jam one in there again as Steenberg just kind of turned right around and tried to throw that puck at the net. They throw another one. It's up high off the glass. Cougars keep it in the zone. Taylor Canstrup skates around the goal again. And poked away out of there. At mid-ice now. Scarlets have it. Skating is Courtney Blumke. Taking the near side board. Play behind. And the Cougars will win the puck back. Just kicked around on the far side, and finally Blumke will take it back. It's towards near the crease, kind of batted away there. Cougars do a nice job defensively. Bree Adams in there to help her own keeper outs.
Yeah, that last line of Langworthy, Hayes, and Blumke has looked pretty good for the Scarlets. They need to continue to go at it with the forecheck to get back in this game with that line for sure.
Yeah, they have done a nice job here tonight. It's a team that really only goes about 2 lines deep. They have another girl who comes in Kira Sims, but at a freshman, 3 assists on the season. Ripped off and a nice save by Schreiber. Is that one ripped off from way up high? McKenna Crush trying to get an opportunity right there.
Yeah, great shot, great save by Schreiber there. Got to get some of those wings going to the net and trying to look for rebounds, but right there are no rebounds.
Boy, I tell you what, just a not too many opportunities here tonight, but it seemed like the Scarlets trying to get any edge that they can here tonight to get some sort of shots on Schreiber, as she's only faced 6 shots on goal, 18 shots on goal, meanwhile, for the Cougars. Cougars trying to attack inside. Scarlets poke it away momentarily, but they keep it in the zone. Allie Schreiber plays it to the near side. Still just jamming away at it. Cougars finally come away with the puck. Gina Stoner plays it towards the blue line. Back to Stoner. They miss on her. Cougars towards center ice. Ripped off. Wide left. Boy, nice rip right there by Carissa Shank. It's off the board. Shank will toss one in again. It's deflected by the Scarlets. Scarlets will get it up, lift it out of their own zone. And back down to the Cougar end they go. They'll chase on the puck. Cougars get it back. Taylor Canstrup will play it near the boards.
This is the area where the Scarlets got to do a better job of winning those battles along the boards, especially near the blue line. They got to get those pucks out.
They finally win it back here momentarily. Let the Cougars deflect it and keep it in the zone. Taylor Canstrup really has possessed the puck quite a bit here tonight. She has 2 goals, and right there just keeps jamming away at the puck and gets it away from the boards. Now it's against the boards. Scarlets cannot get the puck back, and now it's played up out of the zone, and it was not deflected, so we will have icing the call. We'll come back down to the near side circle for a face-off.
Yeah, that is. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to mention probably what you were going to mention, but again, that's kind of what they need to do to reset things, because it seems like the Cougars just doing anything and everything. It's just a battle right now on the boards.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're doing a great job possessing the puck. And then when the Scarlets do get the puck, they're unable to get it out of the zone, giving the Cougars extra chances. And that's one thing that you don't want to do, is give them extra chances when you're already down 4-1.
A rip from the point by Bree Adams. Scarlets quickly skate the other way. Lindsay Hayes charges in. Poked out of there by the Cougars. Near side corner, Sunshine Langworthy. That's a hockey name if I've ever heard one.
Sure is.
Right corner, Cougars poke it out of there near the circle and up towards the blue line. Scarlets poke it back into the zone. Cougars opt for a little bit of a line change, and we have a whistle.
Looks like it maybe delayed offside.
So delay offside. Well, actually,
are they getting a penalty here for checking? Yep.
All right. So 2-minute checking penalty going to be called on number 11, Allie Schreiber, for the Cougars. That'll bring up the first power play of the night for the Scarlets. Schreiber, 18 minutes in the box so far this season. She'll add another for 20 on the season once this one is said and done. A power play. Cougars get it out back down to the other end of the ice. So this should be key right here. First power play of the night on the season. A 16% power play percentage heading into this one. Near side circle. Courtney Blumke has it. Looking back towards center ice. She'll try to drop it behind her, but deflected by the Cougars. And Cougars will get it out of the zone. Nice job by Claire Johnson, the sophomore. And Scarlets have to track it down under a minute and a half to go on the power play.
Claire Johnson's a very smart hockey player. She does a really good job. Good stay-at-home defenseman.
Play to the near side boards. Cougars intercepted. Interesting. I thought it was interesting to see 3 short-handed power play goals by Mankato East Cougars on the season. So kind of showing their strength there too.
Yep, absolutely. And their forwards got some speed, and if they can intercept a few passes and catch the opponents being a little lazy when they think they are outnumbered 5-on-4, that's when they take advantage.
Sunshine Langworthy lost track of it. Scarlets can't keep it in the zone. Cleared out towards neutral ice. Near side, Hayes will kind of try to charge in. She'll opt to go behind the goal and ring around. Backhanded shot. Nice save there by Schreiber. And Sunshine Langworthy was the one in the midst of things trying to poke that one in late, but boy, Schreiber with another solid stop for the Cougars.
Yeah, she really is on her game right now, and she's not giving up any rebounds. She gobbled that one up, and Langworthy was right in there trying to pick away at it, but there was nothing given to her. Nice job getting it to the front of the net, though, for the Scarlets.
Yeah, nice little poke, but again, the Cougars in there, they're a 3 against 1 there. The defenders in there quickly to help out their keeper and Schreiber. And the tender keeping a clean sheet here in the second period on this power play. 10 seconds to go on the power play, and the Cougars will keep it that way as the Cougars win back the puck behind the nets.
The Cougars are full strength.
And back onto the ice skates Allie Schreiber. And out of the zone it goes, so off the resets. Played off the boards, near side. Bree Adams will play it to herself. She'll play back towards ice. Allie Schreiber with a one-time, just kind of a wrist shot there real quickly, but Schreiber kept out of the scoring column. A nice stop by Sarah Olson. She went down low to keep that one from going in the back of the net.
Yeah, and that was just a great pass by Bree Adams. She found Schreiber there right on the back door, and great equal save by Olson there, coming across the crease and making that save.
Seemed like Olson was maybe ready for that play to be set up right there. She saw number 15 and Bree Adams kind of skating down the goal line there at that angle, maybe wondering if something was going to come in there.
Yep, she really read the play nice there.
So 19 shots on goal now. The Cougars trying to work it into the crease. Shots, goal. It's the second one for Gina Stoner. And the Cougars go on 5-1. Stoner with another nice play, and boy, she just kind of kept possessing the puck and was able to drive past 2 defenders to put that one in.
Yeah, she really did a nice job taking what the Scarlets gave her. The Scarlets kept backing in, and their gap was a little bit too loose there on the defenseman for the Scarlets, and she took advantage of it, got right down near the hash marks, and was able to put the puck in the net.
Boy, that's nice puck control right there to be able to kind of have it go off the defender's skates and still keep it together, and then at the end of it, find the back of the net. So 5-1.
Great concentration there.
Something you probably did back in your day, right?
maybe here and there.
Chris Vinden alongside me. I'm Brandon Lewis. Great to have you tuned in for this KTV sports broadcast. Schreiber with another save here tonight for the Cougars.
Yeah, just another great save. It was a nice play by Blumke to get to the net, get the shot off, and then I don't know if it was Hayes or Langworthy came in for the rebound there. It looks like it was Langworthy, and she made a nice glove save there. They're going to have to continue to get to the paint for some rebounds to get some goals the way Schreiber's playing tonight. Yeah,
the freshman in Sunshine Langworthy, she's not the biggest lady in the world, but I tell you what, she seems to find her way around and get around that puck and just keep jamming. And you know what? Eventually your luck will get in there, and there it is, a goal. Courtney Blumke, the junior, with her 21st goal of the season, puts it in the back of the nets, and with the glove hand trying to reach for it was Schreiber, but boy, what a nice goal for the Scarlets.
Yeah, definitely. That was a great play by Blumke. She just kept taking what they gave her as well. She went right down the slot and picked her corner. Really nice there. Boy. Looked like Schreiber got caught a little bit deep in the net, gave her a little bit too much net to shoot at there.
Yeah, you know, we talked about it. Not many opportunities, but it seemed like the Scarlets, on those opportunities they have, they've done a nice job to either put a shot on goal or get a couple of goals here tonight. So 5-2, that one kind of gets them back within obviously 3 now, but has them feeling a little bit better about their situation right now.
Yeah, absolutely, and that line is going to be the line that's going to be the key for the Scarlets if they're going to get back in this game.
Cougars at mid-ice. We'll turn it over back to the Scarlets. Scarlets kind of poke it up with Brittany White, and the Cougars go and chase it down behind their goal line. Off the skates of Carissa Shank. She'll play it up on the boards. Steenberg will go track it down. Scarlets take a rip to keep it back into the zone. They seem to be right now, at least, they got a little bit of a stalemate there early on in the second period where just seemed to be all Cougars on their end of the ice down here. And now it seems like the Scarlets keep just poking away and trying to find a reason to keep it back into the scoring side of things.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple good shifts in a row. They've got a little momentum going, and that's what they need is a few good shifts just to get that momentum, and they can carry them through. Hopefully they can get another one here, make it even a little closer.
Cougars trying to get some sort of a strike going there, but nothing really doing, and the Scarlets poked away. Now a scrum on the near side boards. I'll tell you what, McKenna Crush really getting a little aggressive there as they clear it out in front of Brittany White, doing a nice job to clear out the space in front of her tender and Olsen. And a charge right there. Allie Schreiber had all intent of taking a shot on goal right there. As losing her stick is Kara Swinson. And a shot up high, and guarding it nicely was Sarah Olsen with another stop. That one kind of ate her up a little bit, backed up on it, and caught it up in her chest on the face-off at the far side circle.
Looks like the Cougars are pushing back here after a couple of good shifts by the Scarlets. They're trying to get the momentum right back here.
That's one thing we wondered. We wondered that there might be some really good lines tonight for the Scarlets, but when you're competing against a really full front four-line forward team for this Cougar squad, it's going to be tough with just the stamina points of things here tonight with a young squad for the Scarlets.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you got a little bit more depth,
there you go. Turnover. Lindsay Hayes has it, rips it off, and puts her team back within 2 goals. Wow, what a nice rip by Hayes. Her second of the game, her 12th of the season.
Yeah, it was a great job taking advantage of the turnover at the blue line. The Cougar defenseman bobbled the puck, and she took it in and cashed in on her breakaway chance.
Boy, she's fired up after that one. The captain doing a nice job.
Great shot.
She just kind of held on to it a little bit. Maybe get the keeper or the tender and Schreiber a little bit on her toes right there, but did a nice job.
Yep, that was a great job by Lindsay Hayes.
Cleared out by Olsen. Cougars try to put one on net there quickly out of the face-off.
Really important here for the Cougars just to give a little pushback and have a couple of quick shifts here in a row where they get some pressure down in the Scarlet zone so they can get the momentum back here.
So 10 shots on goal for the Scarlets here, 21 for the Cougars tonight. Cougars play back into the zone, a little line change for both squads here. Ooh, there's going to be slashing big time. That will be second time to the box, I believe, here tonight for Allie Schreiber, and it will be slashing will be the call. 2 minutes, second power play of the night for the Scarlets. And you see that one coming right at the blue line. Brittany White got taken down quickly.
Yep, took the feet right out from her, and yeah, that's could be another turning point right here with the Scarlets on the power play. If they get another one here, it's a 1-goal game. You never know what can happen.
Excuse me, McKenna Crush, number 14. Her jersey was kind of crinkled up there, and it was McKenna Crush who was taken down, the young sophomore. A rip from way up high on the right wing by McKenna Crush. And Cougars get out of the zone, so Scarlets will have to reset here. We'll opt for a line change as well. Hayes, Splumke, and Langworthy back in. They change out the lines. And the Cougars will as well, as Stoner played it back onto the other end of the ice, and she'll jump into the bench.
Nice job by the Cougars here, putting a little pressure on.
Minutes ago on the power play.
Yeah, not letting the Scarlets set anything up right now.
Yeah, hard for him just to get back in there and, yeah, like you mentioned, set up something to try to get a play in for this power play. Charging is Lindsay Hayes. Couple goals here tonight for her. She'll take it around. Pass. Ooh, nice shot from the goal line. Blumke taking the opportunity there as she got the feed from Hayes, and Blumke, one goal here tonight. You mentioned that front line. They've scored all 3 goals here tonight for the Scarlets. Just under 30 seconds to go in the power play.
Really good job by the Cougars, just keeping them on the outside, really forcing things to the outside, taking their passing lanes and shooting lanes away.
And the Cougars play it out, so that will do the power play in. Not able to get a goal, but they've already had 2 goals here in the second period, have the Scarlets. 5-3, East leading. Just about 16 minutes down here in this second period.
1 minute remaining in the second period. 1 minute.
And just checking back into the game, Allie Schreiber takes a big rip at one from the near side circle.
Good concentration from Sarah Olson there. It looked like it was a little deflection, and she got her pad on it just in time.
We'll come back down to the other end of the ice. Icing is the call.
Yeah, I think the Cougars just got to get back to outworking the Scarlets, and if they do, it seems to be that the Scarlets get back on their heels, and they've taken a couple penalties when the Cougars have really put the pressure on. So they need to get back to moving their feet here.
Yeah, you do notice that. It does stand out. You know, sometimes kind of, yeah, I think it's natural for anybody to get kind of standing around, looking around, watching where the puck's going, and then all of a sudden, boom, they hit you for a quick one. Just under 30 seconds to go here in period number 2. 22 shots on goal in the game for the Cougars, 11 for the Scarlets. They've made things interesting here. They've allowed a couple goals, but scored a couple of their own goals here in this second period. Final 5 seconds. He's trying towards the crease, and it slips in between 2 Scarlet defenders. That's how we'll end period number 2. We'll head to our second intermission with the Cougars leading 5-3 against the Scarlets. Couple big goals here tonight for number 9 and Taylor Kanstrup here tonight. She had a second period goal, as well as Rachel Stoner, Gina Stoner, excuse me, she scored her second goal of the game. 5-3 after 2 periods of play. Third period of play on the way, but first let's take a look back at a very interesting and highlight-worthy second period from the Verizon Center between the Scarlets and the Cougars here on KTV Sports here tonight. It was the Cougars getting things early and often and scoring her second goal of the game. Taylor Kanstrup put another one in. Just kind of another beautiful goal there, Chris.
Yeah, that, just getting pucks to the net, and you never know what happens, and I think that one actually went right off the defender's skate.
It did. Then another drive right here. It was Gina Stoner scoring her second goal of the game as well, just playing it off the Scarlets' feet and able to put that one in the back of the net past Sarah Olson. But don't count out the Scarlets. They strike back. Another drive by Courtney Blumke. She put in her first goal of the game, number 7, with 10:11 to go in the second period. Then, scoring her second goal of the game, Lindsay Hayes took it with 12:56 to go, and she was fired up. The captain put that one in past the keeper in Schreiber, and that's how we stand after 2 periods of play. 5-3 Cougars, 5-3 on top of the Scarlets. And welcome back into our broadcast here as we pick it up. Third period here on KTV Sports. I'm Brandon Lewis and Chris Vinden alongside me. And Chris, we talked. Could be interesting. Scarlets get a goal early on here, third period, first couple of minutes. Things might change around here in this final period.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that next goal is a big key for both teams. The Scarlets have to really work hard to get that next goal, and then coming down the stretch, you never know what can happen. It's a 1-goal game. But on the other side of the coin, the Cougars definitely want to make sure that they get that next one and give themselves a little separation here in the third.
Well, as head coach Nathan Fuller looks on, and we talked about kind of the matchup of these lines. Boy, that first line has been really good for the Scarlets, but their second line has kind of struggled a little bit. But boy, all those lines for the Cougars have been pretty darn good here tonight. But the line led by number 11, Allie Schreiber, that's a key one to keep your eye on maybe here in the third period, would you say?
Yep, absolutely. And Gina Stoner, too, has had a really good game with a couple of goals tonight. And, that line's really flying around the ice tonight.
Allie Schreiber, it's been interesting. She's been kept out of the score column as far as a goal goes. We'll see if she can get one here in the third period and see what the Scarlets do. West trailing by 2 goals. They have it in the Cougar zone to begin this third period. And back on the half wall. Cougars play it up. Scarlets keep it in. And just sneaking it by. And they're able to keep it out. But Lindsay Hayes was almost there for her third goal of the game. Cannot get it. You heard a big gasp from the crowd right there, Chris.
Yeah, just a little deflection by her in front of the net. Threw Schreiber off just a tad and just snuck by the post. Just wide.
Good opportunity within the first minute of play here in this third period. They'll take a shot on goal, and it goes just to the left of the keeper in Sarah Olsen. Near side, Cameron Steenberg. He kind of deflected away from her own teammates and Taylor Canstrup. We'll play back behind her. Does Cameron Steenberg. And now the Scarlets come away with it. Courtney Blumke brings it up the near side wall. She'll bang it off the wall. She'll skate back towards her own bench. A line change. Second line will come in for head coach Sean Reddy.
It's going to be really important for both teams to establish a little momentum here early in the third.
And Steenberg, Steenberg puts on a little bit of a charge, but poked away by the Scarlets. And you almost want to say that even though the Scarlets are down by 2, they have, that momentum is a little bit pulled back in their favor with how they were able to end that second period on a very high note. Little backhand played towards the crease, but no one is home. Cougars setting up their offensive nicely. Poke one in and deflects right off the tender and Olsen, and now a high drive, and it's in there.
Schreiber is on the board.
They couldn't keep her out for long. Allie Schreiber, her 19th goal of the season, and she'll shake hands with her teammates.
Yeah, that was a nice job getting to the net for the rebounds there, and again, left wide open in front of the net by the defenseman here. You got to pick up the sticks and bodies in front of the net, otherwise they're going to pay for it, and she definitely made them pay for it right there.
So Allie Schreiber makes it 6-3. They double up the Scarlets here in the third period. Scarlets had an opportunity, almost a goal play right there as Lindsay Hayes had it to begin this third period. But now the Cougars try a backhand again. Nice save this time by Sarah Olsen.
Yeah, Schreiber just almost had her second of the game right there. Cougars definitely are taking momentum back here. Looked like that Schreiber's goal actually was deflected in front of the net right to her, and she definitely took advantage of it. Right here, it went off the skate and or off the stick. Actually, it was actually a good deflection by Maddie Davis, and it went right to Schreiber.
Well, that's some good hand-eye coordination to set that thing up right there. So Schreiber scores, almost puts another one in, but a nice save by Olsen out of the face-off of the near side circle. West tries to go track it down. They will behind the back wall. Now Cougars will come away with possession on the puck. Now the Scarlets come away with it for seconds. Lindsay Hayes doing a nice job to get in there in the mix in the near side corner. As it kind of just deflects out towards the top of the crease. And it looks like we might have a holding call, a delay call from the officials. Played up ice. Oh, what a beautiful backhand, but a nice save equally by Olsen. And a nice charge going down the ice. It was Bailey Canstrup, and she just charged out of that hold and was able to put a nice backhand on goal by Olsen, though, to save. And that will send to the box a 2-minute penalty Going to be called on Kara Swinson.
Just a great move by Canstrup right there to pull it to her backhand, get around the defenseman, but an equally great save by Olsen there.
There you see a little bit of a hold right there. So 2-minute power play going to be put on here. The puck is covered up.
Third period really started with that really close chance by the Scarlets, but since then, I guess it looks like Cougars have decided to take the momentum back, and it's really looking like it's in their favor right now.
Yeah, so the hooking resulting in that 2-minute power play. The third power play of the game for the Cougars so far. They didn't convert on their second power play of the game, but they scored with just 15 seconds out of the power play in that second period as the Cougars keep it in the zone here. Allie Schreiber. And she loses it, trying to pass it to the far side. And the Scarlets poke it away back down to the other end. They'll change out lines, will the Scarlets and the Cougars. Down behind their own goal to set up the play. Up ice, Schenk passes it. Scarlets get it back at neutral ice. Cougars come away with it. Taylor Canstrup. She'll charge from the right corner, poked away. Nice job by the Scarlets again.
Looks like the Cougars are going to get a penalty here.
Yeah, it does look like. And the Scarlets went hard into the wall on the far side. Gonna crush. She went hard to the ice. She's up. And all right, heading to the box. It'll be number 17, Bailey Canstrup. So we'll skate even for the next 52 seconds.
Nice job by McKenna Crush there to get to the puck and force the Cougar player to take a penalty there.
So Canstrup in the box. Cougars put on a little bit of a charge out of the face-off. They'll get it and settle the puck back down at neutral ice, but Scarlets come back away with the puck. McKenna Crush plays it into the near side corner. Scarlets come away with it. Here's Blumke. Blumke, upended off her skates. Sunshine Langworthy puts her back into behind the goal line, into the far side corner, and Cougars work it out of play. Scarlets will have a power play worth about 1:08 as they are now back to 5. Cougars one down with Canstrup still in the penalty box. Scarlets will take a rip at it. Nice save, backhand, second chance opportunity by Langworthy. Batted away again by Schreiber. A couple nice stops.
Really nice job by Schreiber there with the rebound and taking that rebound from Langworthy and making the save.
Gina Stoner around 3 defenders, skates in, puts in a backhanded shot, but Olsen kind of shoos it away, and now the Scarlets put it back into the other end with 25 seconds to go on the power play. And we'll have icing the call.
Big stop by Schreiber there.
Yeah, very good stop. Couple of big stops there by Schreiber. Not too many times you see icing call with the team on the power play, but right there, just kind of nobody home on the pass up ice.
Yep, looked like Langworthy was a little bit tired, been out there a while, and just wanted to get it out and get his change the way it looked.
Yeah, quite a few minutes being logged here tonight for these Scarlets players on the first and second lines. Cougars win back the puck at just over the blue line, and now the Scarlets will play it back, and that will end the power play. They'll be full strength for each squad as the Cougars are full strength as Canstrup will skate back onto the ice. She'll intercept the puck at mid-ice at the red line, and it'll look like we have offsides. We'll have a face-off in neutral ice.
That was a close one, but just got in there before the puck did.
6-3 the score as Canstrup came off the bench out of the sin bin, and it was just offside. Face off, Scarlets get the puck. Skating her ways in as Hayes takes a rip at it. Schreiber was looking around for it up in midair, not able to find it. Here go the Cougars the other way. Here goes Allie Schreiber on a charge and rips one, but a nice shave by Olsen. And that was hot to handle there coming off the stick of Allie Schreiber, but Olsen doing another nice job. 29 shots on goal for the Cougars tonight, 13 shots on goal for the Scarlets.
Yeah, and Olsen made a really nice save there, and she's had a pretty good night tonight. She's had quite a few shots.
And there she is with her second goal of the night. Allie Schreiber rips one up too high for Olsen to get to, and it's 7-3, Cougars lead.
Yeah, you knew sooner or later that Allie Schreiber was going to break through, and she did this third period and now has her second goal of the night, and boy, she can really shoot that puck.
20 on the season, and boy, you know, just blowing it right past there. That's a tough play. You have a little bit as well. McKenna Crush was in the way, so had to kind of shoot past her and the goalie and just found that far side of the net from her. Cougars just jam around the puck in there, but Olsen bats it away with his stick hand. And now the Scarlets poke it away, but backside, the Cougars get it.
Yeah, these last couple of shifts, East has had a little bit of room to move around with the puck, and a lot more time and space that they've had the last couple of shifts, and that's what resulted in that goal. When you give a person like Allie Schreiber some space, she's going to take advantage of it.
Rip from the high right point. She's blocked by the Scarlets. Scarlets skate the other way. Almost a 2-on-1 advantage. They'll take the rip, and it's gobbled up by Andrea Schreiber. The sophomore keeper will handle that one. We'll have a face-off on the far side. Courtney Blumke ripped that one off. Nice little breakaway for the Scarlets.
Yeah, they've had a couple of decent chances this period. Just haven't been able to put it past Schreiber. She's made a couple of nice saves.
Face-off, Cougars win it. Scarlets get it back now. A little deflection right there by Lindsay Hayes. Cougars trying to skate away with it, but Courtney Blumke gets in between two Cougars and gets it away, but now the Cougars will have it on the far side wall. And towards mid-ice, Steenberg gets it. She plays it past the defender, past Olsen, and Olsen just maybe got a piece of that, and it's out of there. Nice stop on the shot from Steenberg.
Really nice move there by Steinberg there. It was really good.
It was kind of a little bit of a hesitation move. Kind of stuck the puck out there with the stick hand and was able to turn around rip shot here.
Yeah, and Sarah Olsen had to make a really good save on that as well. So she's really played well tonight.
She really has. 33 shots on goal. She's certainly faced a lot coming into the game with a 5-13-1 record and an 87% save percentage. And hey, you know what? You still got another 4 years after this.
Yep. She's gonna be around for a while.
Yep. At the red line, Scarlets have it, and they lose it at the blue line. Cougars win back the puck, leading 7-3. A couple of Allie Schreiber goals here in the third period have them up. Blue line, and passed away. Cougars going to track it down. And they'll throw it away to mid-ice. They'll try to track it down. Scarlets poke it away. .705. Down, counting on the clock here. Just about in the crease there, Gina Stoner. Already a couple goals here tonight, Chris. And she's had a very solid night, as we mentioned, as we kind of picked up play in the third period. But a lot of these ladies having a really solid night. You can see that this team has some definite potential in the Big Nine to really ruffle some feathers coming in at 10-6-1 on the season.
Yep, absolutely. They've got some depth to them. They've got some solid defensemen, and they can score some goals. And when you get good goaltending, and that's a really good recipe for some success, and especially in the section playoffs.
Well, I tell you what, hockey sometimes, as you saw with Mankato West last year on the boys' side of things, it can be, you know, who kind of gets hot at the right time, and they got hot and were able to take down that Northfield squad. Shot on goal. Olsen comes up with a stop. Puck still floating out around there. Eventually poked away. They'll rip off another one. Deflected up high off the backboard. And the Cougars will come away with it on the far side. Back towards the crease. Cougars still keep it in there. Boy, having a little bit more of their way here.
Yep.
Final 5 minutes.
Really starting to put some pressure on now. And Sarah Olsen's doing a fantastic job. Not only has she had a solid game with the amount of shots that she's had, but the amount of shots compared to the amount of quality shots is really high. So the quality chances that East has had, she's really done a really nice job.
And back towards neutral ice here. Scarlett skate back for it. And coming up at 7:15 tonight, or so around that time, we'll have the boys' game. East and West will do battle. East will technically be the home team here at the Verizon Center. And at the blue line, it looked like we had offsides, Chris. So we'll have a face-off.
Yeah, Brandon, McKenna Crush has had another good game. But yeah, looking back at the replays here, those are just some really huge saves by Sarah Olsen. She was really tough to the task right there. There's a lot of rebounds and a lot of traffic right in front. She really did a nice job keeping that puck out of the Scarlet net.
And doing a nice job, you get that puck down, but then once it drops in front of you, that's the one thing you worry about as a coach is those rebound goals. And right there, as you make the point, nice to see not able to get that puck in there.
Yeah, Scarlets actually have done a much better job the last 2 periods than they did in the first period of picking bodies up in front of the net.
Cougars trying to lay one in the middle of the ice there. Nobody really able to get anything in there. Scarlets trying to poke it away as the Cougars get it in there momentarily. Sasha Bruner and Olsen will cover up the puck as it kind of squirted away from a couple of the Cougar offensive players who have a line change.
It looks like that third and fourth line for the Cougars are getting out and getting a little bit more ice time now as the game goes on, and the score is at 7-3. They're going to probably see a little bit more playing time here.
Cougars laid into the crease. Back of the goal. Third one of the game. Gina Stoner, the senior, puts it just to the right of the keeper in Sarah Olsen.
Really nice play there. Give and go to the corner, right back to Stoner in front of the net. And somebody's got to make sure that they track Stoner back to the net. Good give and go. Right back to Stoner here, and she put it home as a lot of room to work right there and get her head up and find a spot to shoot it at.
That's tough. What do you do when you're Olsen? I mean, that's just a beautifully executed play by the offense.
Yeah, all you can really do as a goaltender there is come out, cut off the angle as best as you can, and hopefully you make the stop. But, it's a tough area to make a stop at right there.
So Stoner, her third goal of the game for the Cougars, who lead 8-3. That one coming at 12:47 here in the third period. Allie Schreiber putting a couple in earlier in this third period. Quick shot on goal right there. Lindsay Hayes turned around trying to find her third goal of the game. Little hat trick for Stoner tonight, and Hayes trying to find her own.
Yeah, Stoner's had a really solid game tonight.
Well, the senior having a nice season. Came in with 7 goals. She'll leave with at least 10 if things stand as they are. Neutral ice. Scarlets have it. They say they're onside. Take a rip at it. Sydney Morales didn't come up with anything there. Here go the Cougars skating the other way. Taylor Canstrup tracks it down. Tries to kind of stop and play back towards the crease where they found some luck here tonight. Back up towards the blue ice. They keep it in the zone. High rip off the glass. Bounce out to the far side circle. And the Cougars keep it in the zone. And a high rip came from Carissa Shank. And not able to get it. Scarlets will put it out of the zone. And Cougars will go track that one back down, and I think they say it was deflected, so no icing. There's no icing on the goal.
Looks like the Scarlets are still getting after it here. They're not giving up, that's for sure. They're continuing to put the pressure on.
Second line in there right now. Hansen, Troutman, and Crush. And the Scarlets get it back on that far side wall. Now the Cougars get it back. They'll dump it out into neutral ice, and we'll have a line change by the Cougars. Quickly back the other way. Here comes on a charge, McKenna Crush.
She's had a really solid game tonight, too, for the Scarlets. McKenna Crush has.
Yeah, she has played well. The captain can really skate. Oh, she lays down here to help her tender and Olsen out, and it does help. Maybe help deflect that thing just a touch.
Sometimes that's all it takes, is you just got to get a little piece of it to alter that shot.
Boy, wide open in the middle of the crease right there. Sydney Canstrip took a little rip at it, but missed to the near side. Nearing about 60 seconds to go in this one. Third period action from Verizon Center. I'm Brand Lewis. Chris Vinden alongside me. Great to have you tuned in for this KTV Sports broadcast. It looked like they just hit the pole. Just deflected, no goal for the Cougars. And
looks to be a penalty here on the Cougars. Got a trip, I think.
All right, so tripping on the Cougars. And the Scarlets will look for a final goal here tonight on a power play. As we see one more look at that, definitely a tripping on that. That's been one thing about tonight. We haven't had too many penalties, but they've been pretty blatant for the officials to kind of see out there right there as heading in the box is Sydney Canstrip.
Yeah, that's good. I think the referees have, for the most part, let them play tonight, and they've called what they had to call, and if there was anything questionable, they were letting them play.
Yeah. So 30 seconds to go in this one here. Cougars get it out of the zone. Playing it off the boards on the far side. Courtney Blumke, pass back. Nice play right there as she hooked up with Lindsay Hayes, but they had the right intentions, just couldn't execute it fully.
Yep, another nice save by Schreiber.
Yeah, Schreiber doing a nice job, as we mentioned. 16 shots on goal. She's allowed 3 goals. That'll be our final tonight. 36-16 is our shots on goal. 8-3 is the final score. Cougars win it. They improved to 11-6-1 on the season. They're now 8-4 in Big Nine play. Meanwhile, for Mankato West, the Scarlets dropped to 5-15-1. They're 0-9-1 in Big Nine play. As again, it's the Cougars 8-3. They lost here at the Verizon Center tonight.
Yeah, good game overall by both teams. The Scarlets really made a push there in the second period to get it to within 2 goals. I think it was 5-3 after 2, and it just the Cougars just proved to be too much for the Scarlets in the third, and they've pushed back hard and came away with a nice victory here.
Yeah, Allie Schreiber did a nice job, scored a couple third period goals here tonight. But other than that, Gina Stoner with 3 goals tonight. She had a hat trick to finish for the Cougars. You've been watching Cougar and Scarlet hockey here on KTV Sports.
This KTV Sports broadcast of Mankato East versus Mankato West hockey is sponsored by Bethany Lutheran College's BLC Studios. KTV is your home for community interest programming. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/accesskTV.